31 years ago this spring, the body of 16-year-old Eric McGinnis was pulled out of the St. Joseph River not far from where it empties into Lake Michigan. Now the Attorney General's office has identified their suspect, a man who was 19 at the time. The mother of that suspect, Curtis Pitts, says St. Joseph police interviewed her son shortly after the death. She did not want her face shown, saying she fears retaliation.
They questioned my son, and we talked, and he said, I don't know why. I had nothing to do with it.
She thought that was the last of it. She says it never came up again. Then last week, the AG's office called her home to say that they were releasing her son's name as their suspect in the death. The death, originally ruled an accidental drowning, was now being called a homicide.
So why would they pinpoint my son, other than he was the easiest target?
Why do you think he was the easiest target?
Because he passed away.
Her son died by suicide in 2003, 12 years after McGinnis's death.
That's why they put it out. He can't defend himself.
The AG's report shows conflicting stories about what happened the night of May 17, 1991. McGinnis and Pitts had been dating the same girl. When police interviewed Pitts back then, he claimed he did not know Eric and didn't know his girlfriend had dated him. But the AG's report shows Pitts was, quote, rather defensive, though he was not offered a polygraph. 2 years later, a man just launching his career as a lifelong criminal told police he saw Pitts kick McGinnis in the head and knock him into the river. But that witness failed a polygraph, and the friend he was with denied seeing anything. However, the AG's office says it recently interviewed other witnesses who identified Pitts as the suspect and that he used the N-word. At the time of his death, Pitts was an apprentice electrician whose short criminal record included drunk driving and misdemeanor assault. She says her son was not a racist.
Never had been. He had all kinds of nationalities for friends. And I don't know who these witnesses are, but maybe one of them did it and is trying to get out of it.
Her son, she says, is not the McGinnis family's closure. Obviously, the family of Eric McGinnis is looking for some closure.
Yes, they are. I don't blame them. I would, if, I wish them the best of luck. I would definitely like to know the real story, but until somebody really does confess to it, we're not going to find out.
We spoke today to the McGinnis family attorney, who says the family is still considering whether to exhume Eric's body to determine if any injuries may have been missed back then. They're also planning to talk to the Department of Justice about opening up an investigation. In St. Joseph, I'm Target 8 investigator Ken Kolker.